Stupid Garbage Podcast.
Oh, I like that. And we're off.
We're off to the races.
Yes.
How you doing, kid?
I'm alright.
It's good to hear.
A little tired.
Yeah? Want to do this some other
That's
time?
just a thing people say, right?
When they're tired.
No, I don't want to do this some other time. We didn't do one yesterday.
We did do one yesterday.
We didn't do one 2 days ago, so we're behind. And also, life is good. I have no reason to not pod, so here we are. Let's do it.
All right. Get to talking. What you got?
2:31, dear readers. Well, it was funny.
2:33, but that's fine.
It was funny because I saw... I'm going to get real close to the phone, so I'm going to lower my voice, ASMR style. Hello, dear reader. I wanted to show you all,
They can't see this, Jessica.
Well, I didn't want to show them anything. Hang on. I saw a post that said, because we were talking about funny Tinder profiles, so I saw one that said, Richard, 50 years old,
Ow.
millionaire
Just trying to
playboy,
encourage you.
millionaire playboy seeks gullible nymphomaniac. And then, 4 lines below it, it just says, please be normal. So I was thinking that was weird timing, considering I had just, you just talked about it on your pod. And that's that. Yeah. And
Cool.
what else do I got? I've been playing The Sims again, as always, and I made a Rob character and a Jess character, and Rob I made fat by accident, so that was a fun thing I had to do today.
That's alright. Quarantine gets the better of a lot of us.
Oh yes, I am getting fat in real life, so I'm, making arrangements to, get moving. My brother asked me to work out with him tomorrow. I said no. And you asked me to jog with you tomorrow. I also said no.
Yeah.
So, maybe I'm not making arrangements. I don't know. But,
That's okay.
I have a lot of pseudo arrangements that I'm just going to keep delaying, and hopefully one day it'll happen.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
You and I will go jogging on Monday, and then, I don't know about my brother. That might never happen, but
It's fine.
it also depends on him. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. I didn't prep, obviously.
Naturally. Well,
We watched a movie today,
there you
though.
go. Why don't you talk about that?
What did we see? Oh, we saw Hobbs and Shaw. Fast and Furious 8, I guess?
I think it's 9.
9. It's the sub Fast and Furious, so it technically doesn't have a number, but...
Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Precisely. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it even the second time. It was, it was cute. I don't have a lot to say about it.
Okay.
The banter between Jason Statham and The Rock I find very amusing, though, so...
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is his name, madam.
I was disappointed to learn that he did not grow up in Samoa. I don't know why that upsets me, but for some reason it does. I think it's because he's doing all these, island movies that I kind of just assume. And, I feel like he features Samoa in a lot of his... a lot of the movies that he's in, which I could just be very incorrectly attributing to him, because I've seen Hobbs and Shaw twice, and maybe I'm counting that as that plus Moana makes 3, and I'm like, 3 whole movies, but
Maybe.
I don't watch a lot of The Rock's movies. Scorpion King was, set in Egypt.
It was also horrible.
I liked it.
Was it the threequel to The Mummy?
The threequel. I thought it... I don't know what a threequel means. It definitely,
The
I think,
third.
was a prequel.
It's the movie, the sequel, the threequel.
Oh, no, I thought it was a prequel to The Mummy.
It's possible.
The Scorpion King came out, and then The Mummy came out, which I...
Oh, it might have been a prequel, but it didn't come out before The Mummy. It might have been a prequel in terms of the chronology of the universe, but it was definitely not before.
I don't know how old we were when The Mummy came out. I think Rob's gonna save the day and look it up. I don't know how old we were, but I remember my dad asked to see Scorpion King, and he was like, yeah, Jess, this is part of The Mummy. I was like, no, it's fucking not, Dad. This character was not in The Mummy. What are you talking about? And Dad was
Mummy, just as I expected, came out May 4th, 1999, and I think Scorpion King was 2003, 2002.
What the fuck?
Scorpion King and the Scorpion King 2, Rise of a Warrior.
We should watch those, because I feel like... I'm sure they're terrible, but my dad kept on trying to get me to watch them, and I was like, this is not part of The Mummy, you fucking idiot. And,
So, There's
I think
The Mummy Returns, which is 2001,
saw
and then 2002 was The Scorpion King.
Weird.
Hence threequel. And then 2008, I think the second Scorpion King and the third Mummy both came out.
And then
2017 was the remake
Tom Cruise Mummy.
Tom Cruise, yes.
I needed to get some part in that.
Okay.
Yeah, the Tom Cruise one I don't think you liked very much.
Don't talk for me. Don't speak for my tastes.
Okay, well, I'm looking right at you, kind of trying to get you to share your opinion about it.
Fuck you and fuck the Mummy.
I like the Mummy. I like anything Brendan Fraser is in, to be honest. But back to Hobbs and Shaw. My God. So yes, it was cute. Do you have anything to say about it?
I mean, no. I've seen it twice, and I would say it's difficult to kind of gauge. It's pretty easy to watch as a standalone movie because obviously the Fast and the Furious movies are not particularly difficult to follow or all that cerebral or anything like that. But I don't know. I don't know if having been a big fan and a follower of the Fast universe would have made this movie any more interesting or better or anything like that.
I doubt it.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
I think there was literally one line.
No, you don't know. So
I've seen a lot of the Fast and Furious.
No, you haven't.
I have.
You especially haven't seen any of the recent ones.
Don't speak for me.
I've been dating you for 6 years. I know for a fact that none of the movies... I know exactly what movies you've seen that have come out over the last 6 years. And you haven't seen any of the Fast and Furious movies except for this one.
I don't know.
I do know. You haven't seen 5, 6, 7, or 8.
That's true. I definitely saw 5.
You did not. Anyway, because it was a surprise to you that The Rock was in the Fast and the Furious franchise, it seemed.
Well, I don't remember.
Right. So anyway, the movie was fine, I guess. Would I recommend it? Sure, if you're excited about watching it, go ahead.
It was really funny. I was asking my mom and dad. I was like, "Oh, what'd you guys think of it?" And I was asking my mom directly, and I was like, "What'd you think of it, Mom?" Because I know she doesn't. I mean, I just wanted to know. And she was like, "Well, I'm sure your dad loved it because it was just all action." And I was like, way to not answer my question at all, but
Idiot.
I think her summary was good, where it's like, well, Dad would have loved it because it was all action.
So watch this movie with your dad.
Yeah.
That's what Jessica's saying.
Right in time for Mother's Day.
Just in time. So, yeah, I'd say, Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay.
That was the movie we watched. That's what I'd say.
Okay. Did you do any prep for today?
Excuse me. A little. Not much.
Okay.
No.
This could be a mini-sode. No, it can't be because you have these weird rules about mini-sodes.
I don't know if you want this to be a mini-sode, this can be a mini-sode.
Well, no, because you're like, if it's a mini-sode, it needs to be 10 minutes-ish.
Yeah, we're at 8. We can.
I know, but let's not.
Wrap this up.
We haven't talked about anything.
Hence mini-sode.
Let's make a full one. That's what I'm saying. Then it'll give us a chance to, wow them.
Okay, but listen, this is what I'm saying. You'll have to carry this for the next half hour.
Why do I have to carry it?
Because I haven't done any prep. That's what I just said.
Okay. You seem angry.
I'm not angry. You're not listening to me. You make me angry, and then you seem confused as to why I'm angry, because you do things that are upsetting.
Okay.
I'm not enraged, but I'm irritated, sure. Because you don't seem to be understanding what I'm telling you.
Okay. I understand it, I just don't agree with you, and then you get mad at me for not listening to you.
It's not agreeing with me. I said I haven't done much prep, and then I directly after that said you'll have to carry us for half an hour. And you said, why would that be the case?
Well,
because you're not paying attention to me, or you're not
no, I
understanding what I'm
am. I don't like. We can just have a conversation and just shoot the shit.
Okay,
it doesn't
so what
have
do you
to
want
be
to
me
talk
carrying
about?
the conversation. Well, let's go through the little prep that you did do so that we can.
Well, the little prep I did do is gonna so carry us for half an hour, and then I'll finish with the prep I did.
Why?
Please, just.
But if your prep can give us any more time,
Jessica, who runs the show?
I mean, ideally both of us.
I run the show. I'm asking you to talk. Again, as you know, you never listen to any of these, and I listen to them multiple times. When I'm editing, when I'm making them into a video, when I post them. Every single time, this is one of the few recurrent themes and bits we have on the show. every time I ask you to talk or carry a conversation or bring something up, you always push back. You always ask why and insist that I do it instead.
Well,
just do it. Because we're recording a radio show, that's why. And you're one of two.
Why.
You did like 30 seconds ago. We're recording a radio show and you're one of 2 people on it.
Well, look.
That's why.
Let's see. What do I got? What do I got to talk about? It's funny because the second we finish recording a podcast, I immediately think of a million things to say, or I'm like, oh, like, this thing happened on the news today that I forgot about until just now, and, like, it's just the pressure of it being in real time just stresses me out. All right, let me think.
Sounds like a problem. Prep might help.
I'm convinced my lizard has scale rot.
Why?
Okay, I can think of a different one. No, I can't.
I'll wait. The listeners and I will wait.
It just stresses me out, to be honest.
It's fine.
Like this.
Take your time.
I flounder.
We're waiting. What else are we doing?
I flounder. Let's see. I bought really fancy, fun pretzels for everyone today, and I brought them, and I was so proud of myself. And then not only did I forget to give it to them until 11:30 at night, but then I gave it to them, and then they tried it, and then everyone thought that they were disgusting because they tasted like Fruit Loops. And then I had to bring my pretzels home with me, and it was so sad. So today was a flop. Today was a waste of a day.
The whole day was a flop
because of these fucking pretzels. Well, I mean, we did go to the Cheesecake Factory. 10 out of 10 would recommend, even takeout times. I'll give you a Corona update because Rob always says that I can't talk about it and we have nothing else to talk about, so here I go. But it was supposed to be May 15th and now they're saying no, and schools were just canceled through the rest of the year officially, and who knows if they're going to make it into, my mom says they might want to start in July or June the next year. My mom is a teacher, dear readers, if you are curious. And yeah, so I was under the impression that May 15th, everything was going to start to open up again, and I was just obliterated with the information that, just kidding, that's only upstate New York, and who knows when we'll do it, and everything is going to be so slow. So I'm having a bad time. I'm having a bad time. Having a hard time. And depression's really setting in real hard. Yeah. Every week that I go to therapy to talk about it, I do something weird and crazy to see if I can, not to see if I can get a reaction out of him, but just because I'm usually already in that position. Like, I wore a onesie a couple weeks ago, like a bright pink onesie, and I did not wear pants or a sweater on top of it, just the onesie. And then this past week, I was covered in black spray paint all over my hands. And, yeah, as time goes on, I'm just getting crazier and crazier, and I'm gonna show up in a mask next time or something, or just have pink hair. And, we'll see how that goes. Are you just on your phone?
Yeah, you're talking about coronavirus, and I totally didn't want to talk about coronavirus many, many times.
Okay, well, look, you didn't chime in about my pretzels, you didn't chime in about Corona, you didn't want to talk about my lizard. When you bring up stuff or talk about stuff, I talk back. It's hard to literally just rant, because this is not my show.
Don't want to make this a minisode.
This
is continuing to go poorly.
Okay, I mean, you seem like you don't want to try.
Alright, see you later, pod racers.